Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Millennial ManCave. It's your boy Jeff back in the house. Yeah, you're seeing it. We're back into that Seattle Mariners rebuild mode here. It's season number 5 at the helm, and something's got to give. We're at that point now. I've seen some of you guys leave some comments on some previous episodes saying it's going to take me maybe 6 seasons. So I got 2 more here to at least reach that prediction. We're at season number 5. Heading in to see what big changes happen this offseason, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to see a big one. Let's go check it out right now. You probably saw it already, but I tried to make you miss it. Looking at our pitchers here, so we can kind of see from last year there's a couple changes. So we kept back James Paxton. He's our ace. 88 overall, is still holding strong. Played well for us last year, so we're going to run with him. German Marquez, still going to hold out here. 27-86. He's looking great. He played well for us, so definitely want to keep him around. Aaron Nola. I don't remember that we had him last year. I believe he was one of my offseason acquisitions. So a new name here, younger pitcher, bringing him in to go with a pretty young core that we have here for our starters. Jordan Montgomery, also a new name to this year, got him from the Yankees. Chad Kuhl, officially going to get a starting role now, hitting that 81. Marco Gonzalez here in the backup role. Then we got Sam Carlson and Andrew Moore holding down those backup spots, and really giving us some good depth there. So I'm happy to see, though, the starting pitching really rounded out for us. Going into our relief pitchers, we got George Rosas, 25. He was acquired over the offseason. Guy's a beast. He's the 86 overall at that young age. He's going to be our big boy now at the relief spot. Coda Glover coming in. I do believe we had him last year. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But, again, 28, 85. Really solid reliever. Yasiel Sierra, 30 and 85. Drew Steckenrider, 31 and 84. Matt Bowman, 30 and 82. Jose Torres, 28, 82. And then, again, just looking at the depth here, Yimi Garcia, 31, 81. I mean, typically we carry 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Torres, and Garcia is going to be that solid backup for us now as we see what happens. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no injuries this year. Heading off to closers, Edwin Diaz, still our guy. Also brought in Corey Nebel this offseason. He is a guy who can be a good setup guy or a closer. So we may see some extra depth coming in somewhere here between Nebel and either Torres or Garcia. We should have 2 extra arms. And then also we have Bruce Erasmus, who's up to 82 already, our young closing prospect that we drafted. So lots of good news in the backside for our closing pitchers and relievers as well. Bullpen's looking great, so really happy about that. Heading off to catchers here, you'll see Blake Swihart still getting the job done. He's going to be our go-to guy. Austin Barnes, still our backup. And then Louis Torrens, up to 75 right now. So he's going to be half decent. I can't remember if I got him this past offseason, but he's going to be that backup just in case Barnes isn't getting the job done. We're going to have him there as that extra. First base, Ryon Healy still kicking around, 30, 86. Still that 8 potential, so I do love it. Josh Naylor, still working his way up. Mr. Canadians at 69. And then Evan White, Mike Ford, these are going to be kind of the backups. We'll see where we need to bring extra guys going into the season. Looking at second base now, Cesar Hernandez. You'll notice Whit Merrifield is gone. We decided to move on from him. And I believe that was actually 2 years ago now that it's correct, because Justin Roth was the guy that we got rid of him for because of how well he played. And look at that age, that overall. You can't sit that kind of guy. So Hernandez and Roth going to hold down second. Heading off to third, Eugenio Suarez kicking around here at third base. Still excited to kind of see him still be around. A great depth option for us. I mean, he's holding down to 84. You can see he's still got some good contact and power. So, you know, he's a guy who necessarily can switch to first. He can play shortstop. He can play third. Just a good option for us all around. Julio Bravo's coming up to 73, so a guy who we may see over the next couple seasons potentially make a push to make the roster if we're still going. Now the big one, which I'm sure you saw, we got the biggest offseason free agent acquisition. I don't know how I pulled this off, but I sure damn did. Francisco Lindor, now a Seattle Mariner. We moved on from Gene Segura. You know, I think it's a much better pull for us. Lindor consistently hits for everything. Plus, defensively, he's a stud. So where do you find a 28-year-old to come in and make a big change? I pulled it off. So here he is. He's going to come in here. We got Trey Turner. As you can see, he's jumped up and down ever since we got him. And I mean, really, if you look at his numbers up there, contact, look at his power, they're not there. They're not numbers that are consistent for him. He's a good get-on-base guy. So if he's kind of in a leadoff spot, I really see Lindor being a guy who can help out in behind him. So I think it's going to be a great 1-2 punch. Yu Chang Chang we brought on. Good depth guy. I mean, he's 66. He's still young. We may see him be something in the near future. Again, if we're still going. Left field, Mitch Haniger up to 92. He's a boss. If he stays healthy, this guy always does well for us. Franchi Cordero still kicking around, 82. Adam Hasley up to 72 here. So he hasn't really rounded out as well as he did for us in the Jays one. So he may be a trade piece for us sometime soon. Michael Conforto is back for another season with us. We acquired him last year. He did really well. So we'll hope that he gives us the same kind of output this year. Alberto Mora Jr., same thing. Another great depth outfielder. Guy's going to kill it for us. Michael Taylor. So he's kind of really depth now. Kind of falling down. Maybe a trade piece for us again as well. We got Sebastian Rincon, who's at 68. So I'd be more so looking to see him kind of grow and maybe move on from Taylor. And then, of course, in right field, Yasiel Puig. He's a stud, looking really good for us. Julio Rodriguez is working his way up. And then, just some random kind of guys, fillers in the middle here for other AA, AAA, and A-ball. Now, as you guys saw, that was massive news. The Francisco Lindor, a couple big pieces we brought in this offseason. I think we're better set than this roster has ever been in the 5 years now we've been at the helm. So let's see what happens for us here in spring training. Let's hope the boys kind of perform. So they're at 500, just over 5 now. They pretty much played 500 baseball all the way through, and they finished 6 games over. So 17-11, not a bad spring training. Let's go now, advance through, and get to the regular season. So who are we starting off against? Going against Oakland. So Paxton's going to take off Manea. That's a good battle of the lefties there. And let's see how the roster is panned out now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Cool's going to hold it down. Marquez, Nolan, Montgomery. So exactly how we thought. Gonzalez should go to the minors. Look in here. So Yimi Garcia's going down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Torres, 6 with Bowman and Garcia. He's going to go down. So Nebel's still up as well. So we are carrying, I'd say, 1 too many here. I typically don't want to keep that many relievers. So I'm thinking maybe we put Bowman down. As he's only an 82, he's okay. Like, I like what I see out of Nebel here. I mean, who's got options? I think that should probably be... He's got 2, and I'm assuming Nebel has 3. So let's run with Nebel first. How did Bowman do for us last year? 3.62. So he wasn't horrible. He wasn't great. Let's start him down at AAA. We'll kind of give Nebel the setup role. See how he does there. And then we can adjust as we go along. Now let's go see how that affects the rest of our stuff here. So we got Swihart and Barnes up. That makes sense. I like that Torrens is pretty much up to Barnes already. So if we start seeing a bit of a gap there, we can make the change. Ryon Healy's going to be up by himself. That makes sense. We got Hernandez and Roth. We got Suarez up alone. We got Lindor and Turner. Perfect. Haniger and Cordero. Now we got Conforto and Almora and Puig. So we have 1 extra body we can bring up here. We have 5 outfielders, which is pretty much bang on to what I figured. Who do we want to bring up? We got Roth. We got White. We have 1 closer. 1, 2... Oh, Sierra. Sierra's who needs to come up. So I was wondering we're missing somebody there. Okay, so Sierra comes up. Everything else is lined up here nicely. So there's our 5. He's going to the minors. And 6 with Nebel. And then Diaz. Let's see how this affects our lineups. Okay, so Hernandez leading off against righties. This is with the DH, followed by Lindor, Haniger, Conforto, Puig, Healy, Jr., Suarez, Swihart. Solid lineup. Versus the lefties, Hernandez, Roth, Haniger, Healy, Lindor, Puig, Almora Jr., Suarez, Swihart. So like Trey Turner's not even getting in the lineup. Think about that for a second. So I'd say it's probably our deepest roster we've played with. But does it look well during the season? Let's get it started here. Let's see. So we're starting off with a giant loss already. I'm not a big fan of that. Playing some 500 ball. We're starting to kind of dial back here. So we just we lost Texas series. We're back down again. We swept Cleveland. We took 2 from the Yankees. We swept Houston at the Angel series now. So we're 5 games over by the end of April. We'll kind of go off maybe the Toronto series here. So LA, we got swept. We took out Texas. We took only 1 game from Boston. We got swept by the Angels. We took out Tampa. We got swept by the... Sorry, we took only 1 game from the Yankees. We took 3 of 4 from Baltimore. We swept Colorado. We took 1 from Texas. So we're 5 games over right now at the Toronto series. Let's go to that first-year player draft. And we just took 3 already of 4 from Toronto. Still got to get that 4th game in. Let's go to the draft and see what's kind of kicking around for us here. Because in case this thing does go longer, we may need some of these prospects to really help us out. So catcher, we're balanced. But I do like how one of these guys is going to be right. Okay, so closing pitcher. That's a spot we're pretty deep at, apparently. Catcher, Charlie Rosa. He looks like he could be pretty good. Plus, he plays outfield. I see some upside and some power. So I'm going to go a little off the board. We'll take Charlie Rosa. Being able to play catcher and outfield is a big, big bonus for us. Let's see what else comes with. So here's competitive round. We had no second round pick, probably because of the free agent signings. And off to round 3 we go. So they have another starting pitcher. Like, you look at our stuff, guys. We have no thin areas at all whatsoever. We're balanced or deep. So we got Maurice Thornton, who's got some potential from Mexico. 3-pitch pitcher for starter, which I'm not a big fan of. So that already kind of makes me want to push him off. We got Clint Rainey, shortstop from Canada. Great contact guy. You know what? Let's go with Canada. Oh, Canada. He'll be boys with Paxton. It'll be great. Really excited for that. Let's see how round 4 goes for us here. So round 4, we still got some 2023 guys. A lot of pitching. They say we're deep at reliever. I don't really feel that, to be quite honest. Tyler Schaefer, 75 lefty out of the draft. That's bang on what I'm looking for. Let's hope he pans out. Round 5, what do we got? Come on, give us something good here. So we still got some 80s. I like that. So we got starting pitchers, closer, and another reliever. Doyle Riley, 4-pitch, got some good stuff. I see some good control, good hits per 9. Accuracy's pretty strong. Arm strength is up there. Let's take the 19-year-old Doyle Riley, and we'll see how he pans out. Round 6 here. Anything big? So we got some 75s. Not bad, not bad. Reliever Jason Volpe. He's 18. He's got some upside. He's 70. Again, another Canadian. Let's go. Jason Volpe. Okay, so let's see how this panned out for us. Are these guys going to be something to write home to mom about? Not so much. So Charlie Rosa, he's a B potential. He'll potentially hit up to 81. So, I mean, I'll take that. It's not too bad. 74 for Clint Rainey. You know, he's got contact. He might not be a bad depth guy. I'll give him a sign. Tyler Schaefer's a C, but he's 68 out of the draft. So the fact that he'll hit 78, I'll definitely entertain it. Doyle Riley, C69, I don't really see it. And Jason Volpe's a D as well. So we'll kind of let those guys run. We'll take our top 3 guys here, and we will move on. Apparently going against Dallas Keuchel. So we're 4.5 games back from the Angels, who are 17 games over. Obviously, we're only about 8 games up, so we got some ground to make here, and we got a big LA series coming up. So let's go to the end of June, and then we'll see how everything's going here. So we finish off 3 of 4 against the Jays. Minnesota, we lost a series. We split with Houston. We took Minnesota right after. We swept the Angels, which was massive. And then we kind of look like we hit a little bit of a good streak here. So hold on, let's dial it back for a second. After this little Minnesota series here, 3 of 4, we swept the Angels, we swept Oakland, we swept San Francisco 2-gamer, we took 3 of 4 from Cleveland, and then we swept 4 games from Kansas City. And that pegs us at July. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So that put us 22 games over 500 right now. So does that have us in first place? By 2.5 games on the Angels. So that was massive for us. Let's see how this relates to how guys are performing. Let's take a peek into that. So Paxton 7-3, 3.3. It's perfect. Nola 9-4, 3.3. Can't be mad there at all. Montgomery 6-1, 297. Guys having a year. Marquez 2-4, 4.57. So not what I'd be hoping to see from him. Chad Kuhl 9-2, 3.3. I love that. Andrew Moore officially up to 83. So definitely some potential for him to call up. Well, I think we should watch Marquez over the next month. See if he can kind of round it out here. I don't like how high that ERA is, and obviously he's probably not getting run support in his games. So Rosas 2-5, 3.43. It's not horrible. 1-1, 2.89 for Glover. Torres 0-1, 2.43 is not bad. Steckenrider 6-3, 2.75. He's still a stud for us. And then Sierra 7-2, 3.53. So I'm pretty confident with these guys here. Diaz 5.32. Are you closing? So he's not closing. He only has 4 saves. So who is getting the saves for us right now is my question. Is it Nebel? So Nebel 2-0, 3.09. So he's not getting it either. Are we just never in save opportunities, or we just don't know? Okay, so it looks like Jose Torres has 12. So he looks to be getting our saves on 13 for Sierra. So we're doing a little bit of a balancing act here, but for the most part, I'd say the numbers are okay. I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm seeing out of the pitching. Diaz, again, we'll watch. But I mean, he's 28. He's got 8 potential, so it's hard to move on from a guy like that. Swihart, he's down to 78, but he's got a 239 average. I mean, not great. Barnes, 269. He's only got 67 at-bats. Torrens, obviously not a hitter, but he's up to 77. So maybe eventually we'll give him a switch. We'll let Torrens come up, but obviously he's not much of a hitter, so it won't do us much to begin with. First base, so this is what's going to hurt us. Healy, okay, so 1 to 6 more days. He'll be back shortly. 285, 8 home runs. He was having a season. So we're going to let him come back here. I'm not going to call somebody up for a week. We can run through with the guys that we have. Justin Roth's up to 299. 6 home runs, 86. Love that. Hernandez, 251, 9 home runs. I'll take it. He's a contact guy, a decent fielder, and he's got half-decent speed. So if Roth becomes the guy and he's the backup, we'll take it for now and potentially move on in a trade. Eugenio Suarez, 17 home runs. So he's bringing the pop, but not the average, 236. What do we got here? Francisco Lindor, 13 home runs, 259. Not too shabby. I mean, I like to see that average get up, though. 98 overall. Trey Turner, 338, 7 home runs, looking fantastic. Mitch Haniger, another great season, 13, 286. Franchi Cordero, 5 home runs, 304, up to 84. Conforto, 335, 15 home runs. Another great season for him. Almora Jr., 14 jacks. We're seeing some pop, which I like. 247 average isn't great, but again, he's not a full-time, everyday guy. And Puig, 12 home runs, 247. So the average we're missing, Puig's come up from an overall perspective, and he's a good outfielder for defending. So I like what I'm seeing so far. I don't really feel the rush to make any big deals here. So let's let it run. Let's see how we get to through the next sim going to the deadline. And then I think we'll have to really reassess and see what's going on. So the Detroit series we take. We swept San Francisco. We take Detroit through 2 of 3 again. The Athletics are calling. James Paxton for Bruce Maxwell and Liam Hendricks. This does nothing for me. Don't waste my time. So massive 4-gamer here against LA, guys. This one's going to be really, really important. And so far we have 2. Rays are calling. What do you want? Julio Rodriguez for Daniel Robertson. That does nothing as well. Keep rolling through. LA. Okay, so 3 of 4 we took. We only took 1 from Arizona, so not great. But again, not the worst thing in the world. At least we didn't get swept. Arizona again now. We took the 2 so far. So Paxton apparently is a hot commodity here. People want our Paxi. Your catcher means nothing to me. What does Alzolay look like? Are you even worth my time? No. What, like, no. I'm pretty sure we're first in the division. Why would I ever make these deals? So we took 2 of 3 from Arizona. We split the Houston series. 3 days away from the deadline. So let's keep rolling through here. Dodgers. All right, we took 2 from them so far. Healy for Clevenger. Okay, so this is more interesting because Clevenger's a boss. What kind of years he having? 6 and 5, 406. So not a great year. And then Eric Maia. Not great. And, I mean, Healy's been fantastic for us, so that's definitely not a move I'm willing to make. Are we going to sweep the Dodgers? That is a sweep. Okay. So, I accidentally passed... Oh, I passed the deadline. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But we can do waivers. We can do waiver trades. So, let's see if anything here that's potentially still available is worthwhile for us to even look into. I'm going to imagine no. Unfortunately, I simmed through. But, yeah, no. But there's not a lot left over here, guys. I definitely made a boo-boo. That was my bad. And, I mean, I don't see anything here that probably would have helped us anyways, to be quite honest. There's this Yadier Alvarez kid. Potentially, he's got some looks. But starting pitcher, I mean, we're so good at where we're at right now, I don't think it makes sense. So let's take a quick peek here again at our roster. We'll see if we need to look into anything at this point. Hopefully no injuries. I think we do have one, unless Healy hasn't come back yet. So let's take a quick run through. Paxton, 10 and 5, 363. Montgomery still fire. Marquez, okay, so he came back around. I like that. Nola's dropped off the table a bit, but still a strong season. Cool, still looking pretty cool. See what I did there? So Rosas, he's doing pretty okay. Torres looks good. Steckemeyer looks good. Sierra's on fire. Glover looks good. Diaz really brought it back. I like that. Nebel looking pretty solid. Okay, so some wins for us here. Swihart's back up to 79. I'll take it. Torrens up to 77. Barnes still kind of holding out, doing whatever it is that Barnes does. We'll let it be. So Healy's back in here, 10-288. Oh, there we go. So Cesar Hernandez hit the DL. 1 to 2 months of the fractured arm. So now we got to call somebody up. Now's that time. So I believe we have some guys who can play second. Yeah, so Lindor can play second. Turner can play second. So we have the full-time options here. So let's see maybe who else. So we got Brandon Fries, who might be able to call up. And he plays some infield. So that'll be not bad of an option. Mike Ford, I'd say, is probably not well-rounded enough for us to bring in. Let's just check our other options first. So everybody else here is looking pretty good. 351 for Conforto. That guy's having a year. 293, 299. The boys are killing it. 252. Yeah, so you know what? We're going to call up Brandon Fries. He's going to get his chance here. With the injuries, this is when you get your opportunity. So Brandon Fries officially called up. Going to get into the lineup here. Let's see now, with 2 months gone for Hernandez, how this affects us. Because injuries has really screwed us, I'm not going to lie, in the Seattle series. Not overly confident with it. So KC we took, San Diego we just split. We took 1 from Oakland. We took the Texas series. We took the LA series, that's massive. We took Houston. Come on. Okay, only 1 out of 4 from the Sox. We lost to LA after. We split Texas. AAA finished 86 and 54. We won the division. That's awesome. These guys finished the season too. Perfect. We'll let those keep rolling. We took Tampa. We took the other series. AAA just got knocked out, of course. AA still going. Perfect. We took Boston. We swept Toronto. We took Oakland. We lost to the White Sox. We took out Texas. So here we go. The last series of 100 wins. So the season came out okay, guys. I'm pretty confident that a team can... Oh, we swept that last series too against Oakland. Perfect. So 103 and 59. Let's see how the boys finished off their season. So Paxton 15 and 8, 334. Marquez 12 and 8, 349. Really turned it around. Montgomery 13 and 4, 310. Money. Nola 14 and 7, 379. Gonzalez. He apparently... Oh, this is minors. Yep, he overtook Cool. But Cool had a great year too. 12 and 8, 3.5. So our starting pitching was on the money. Nobody over a 4 ERA. Everybody had a winning record. Can't be mad here at all. Not too shabby. 9 and 2, 316. Rosas, 3 and 5, 287. But 100 innings pitched for the reliever. He looked great. 4 saves this year. Look at his strikeouts to walks. Not too bad. Walks a little high, but I mean we'll take it. Steckenrider 10 and 3, 263. Torres 168. Lights out. Coda Glover 4.05. Okay, so we finally had one guy who hit over a 4 ERA. It is what it is. Diaz, okay, so 5. That one's tough to see. But Nebel 6 and 1, 191 was awesome to see. Erasmus really could knock maybe Diaz out here. I mean, we could definitely look to see where we can fit him in because you don't want to keep this kind of talent down and out. Swihart 212 did not have a great year at all. 12 home runs. So obviously we have a problem here at catcher. 226 for Barnes, something we may have to look into the offseason. Healy 18 home runs, 263, and that's with him having injuries, so we'll take that. Hernandez. So now he's back, and then Roth went on the DL. Torn Achilles tendon, 6+ months. Wow. Okay, so we lost Roth, who had a great season for us, 280, 11 home runs. But Hernandez came back, so we'll take that. 235, 10 home runs, not great. But we do have the depth guys who can help out here. So Brandon Fries apparently overtook Suarez, who hit 7 home runs, 305 since coming up. Eugenio Suarez, 223, but 22 home runs. So he's a guy I think if we go forward, I'll probably look to move on from. Francisco Lindor, 265, 22 jacks. Exactly what I wanted from him. Trey Turner, 274, 14 home runs. Great comeback season for him after last year. Haniger, 25, 261. I'll accept that. Franchi Cordero, 7, 231. So the average dropped. Don't like that from Franchi. Michael Conforto, 29 home runs, 349 average. This guy destroyed the league this year. Amora Jr., 26 and 262. Fantastic year for him. And Yasiel Puig, 21 home runs, 260. So I'm pretty happy to see the numbers. Everybody looked pretty good. Let's see who we're playing in the first round here. So we get the Boston Red Sox. Are you guys ready for a postseason run? Let's hope season number 5 we get the job done. Let's go. Paxton Garcia. That's a dub. Marquez Odorizzi. That's a bad loss. Okay. Montgomery and Sale. That's a loss. Can Nola take out Rodriguez? No. They did it again, guys. They did it again. So we took the first game and lost 3 straight to Boston. Great. So we will sim through this. Obviously, postseason did not go our way. So the Red Sox ended up going to win the World Series. So at least we lost to the champions. Let's go see what the awards look like here. So World Series MVP was Sam Travis. He's a first baseman, 28. B potential. Not bad. Most valuable player, Rafael Devers. Really big season. 33 home runs, 117. 313 average. Pretty good. Cy Young, Jake Junis. That's a good year. Ronald Guzman won the batting title. Reliever of the year, Aroldis Chapman. Pretty good, 57 saves, can't argue that. Jake Cave won Rookie of the Year. 29, C potential guy. Of course, another random. Hank Aaron Award, Jorge Soler. Zach Davies won the Gold Glove. Salvador Perez, Ronald Guzman, Gleyber Torres, Nolan Arenado, Manny Machado, Tyler Naquin. Kevin Kiermaier continues to sweep the Gold Glove in center field. Mookie Betts, Ben Gamel, Gary Sanchez, Jose Abreu, Ryan Schimpf, Rafael Devers, Carlos Correa, Andrew Benintendi, George Springer, Aaron Judge, Didi Gregorius won the MVP for the postseason. So we won 0. We took home no hardware. And after the season that Michael Conforto had, I'm very disappointed to see he didn't take home anything. The guy batted like 350 this year. That's ridiculous. So we will, let's sim through here, guys. I'll give you a look into what this offseason is going to look like. So our hitting coach and our manager need to be replaced. Retired players, Rich Aguero and Donnie Walton. I don't believe these guys were anything for us, really. Yeah, no. Useless. Nothing big for any of these. Nothing worth looking into there. Oh, big. There you go. Okay. So here's some of your free agents already. Off the bat, Marquez, Diaz, and Barnes. Barnes I'm not too worried about. Marquez I'd like to re-sign. Diaz maybe re-sign and we could trade. Because Erasmus looks like he's ready to be a full-time guy. Looking here, as I mentioned, manager and hitting coach. And that's going to be where we leave off. So, guys, thanks so much for dropping by again. It is the Seattle Mariners rebuild still going here, going on to season number 6. That'll be the next one you guys see for Seattle. So let me get in some off-season work here. And you guys have to stay tuned. So hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Do me that favor. Let's keep getting these videos viewed. The MMC fam growing every day. We're at like 1,033 subs at this point. So you guys are doing a great job, man. Thank you guys for that support. If you haven't hit subscribe, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to follow the MMC. I'm like days away now from getting my first move done into my house. So I think I mentioned on a previous episode of maybe NHL or whatever other episodes I did. It's going to be over 2 weekends, so this is the first weekend. And we're super close. It's a couple weeks away once I get the full setup going. So lots of exciting stuff to come. You're going to want to hit subscribe with notifications on. Get that done. Go do it right now. Give me a second. Okay, it's good. You've done that now. You're going to want to leave some fire comments. Keep up with that great work, guys. The comments are amazing. You guys are so on the ball with them. You got leave me funny comments. You leave me like smart aleck comments. Like, we love all of them. And smart aleck ones, Evo, you know that's you, buddy. We do appreciate all that. It's just that love and support, guys. It really drives us to keep going with this. You know, some days it's really tough to find that motivation when, you know, work is hard. So much stuff is going on in our lives these days, but it's because of you guys that we keep that grind going. When the days are tough, we remember that you guys are waiting to watch these episodes. You guys are waiting to, you know, be a part of the MMC family, watch the content, you know, converse with us on things, and that's really a driving factor. So thank you guys again, and we're going to keep saying it. You might get bored of it, you might get sick of it and say, Jeff, you don't have to keep thanking us, man, but we do. As we always say, there's no MMC without you. I said like button, I said subscribe, I said the fire comments, share the videos. Part of that growth happens where you can tell your friends, tell your mom, your dad, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your dog. It doesn't matter. Keep it going. Down below, as always, guys, in the descriptions, you're going to find all of our social media pages. I see some of you guys are jumping on that, man. Great stuff. You're going to want to be there once that new setup's done because we're going to start picking everything up big time. We got our NFL pool is going to be starting again this year, so you'll be doing like a crazy little draw thing again like we did last time. So If you guys want to know about that stuff, you're going to have to follow us on social media and watch the videos. So Chef Tom will hopefully be back soon, guys. From what I've heard, he seems to be coming around, feeling a little bit better every day. So you guys should see Chef Tom returning, hopefully at a very soon date. So keep your eyes out for that. And then we'll definitely get that football pool rolling because, guys, we are super close to football season. I mean, once August hits and the training camps start and then, like, kickoffs in September, awesome. Love it. So great news story there. Kind of making you guys want to probably go hit those social media pages. You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Those are kind of the main ones we use. And then, of course, checking out Twitch because Twitch streams are going to be coming back again in a very big way. Better quality, better everything. My new internet setup is going to be gigabit at my new place. So super excited to get that really good quality net. And then the new gaming computer should be allowing us to raise up that 1080p quality type look. Hopefully. Pretty sure I did a good job on the gaming PC, but you guys will see soon enough. And of course, with regards to that, guys, we have our partners, Clutch Chairz and Insane Labs. Part of that setup, part of the stuff we use to keep this thing going is because of those two. They're phenomenal. Use those promo codes. As consumers, being able to pass it down to you guys to be a part of the MMC is amazing. We love it. Being able to test stuff out and then let you guys know whether or not it's actually worth it. Because when people question it, Clutch Chairz, you guys can go look back. We have one of our unboxings when we set up Chef Tom's chair. So you guys can go look back. You can see that. The gaming table you guys will see. And then the Insane Labs product. I mean, what can I really do? I think you guys saw me drink it on one of the episodes. But it is something that helps keep us going. All that stuff. So check out those promo codes. Save yourself some money on good products. And as always, Redbubble. Go check out the store, guys. MMC store. Official merch. Go check it out over there. We have our 3 logos. The MMC, the logo with the 2 controllers and stuff. We have the Millennial ManCave all written out in plaid. Then we also have the hashtag Shawarma Nation, which all started from Twitch for the bet that Chef Tom and I had about our 500 subscribers, which you guys made happen. So you can put those on almost any item you guys can possibly think of. They have t-shirts, they have mugs, they have like blocks, I don't know, sweaters. I mean, guys, there's so much cool stuff there. Go check out the store. Customize it, have fun with it, change your colors, do whatever. Phone cases, I'm just name dropping now. But it's good stuff, guys. We've ordered from there for some of our things that we've had, and the quality's great. We made sure we checked that out first before we post it to you guys. And our whole family's got a bunch of stuff too. So go get some. Great prices. They ship international. They have sales on all the time, so you're going to want to sign up for their newsletter and then take advantage of that. And if you guys do get stuff, we truly appreciate it. It definitely helps Chef Tom and I. Plus, you get to rep your boys. You get to rep the MMC family. And if you guys do get it, send us a picture of you doing it, because some of you have bought and haven't sent it to us. So I'm calling you guys. Send us those photos with you rocking whatever it was that you bought. I think a couple guys got t-shirts. And we're going to show you off on our Instagram page, on our Facebook, on our social media. Maybe we'll even put one in a video. You know, to show you guys that love. You guys are our models. You guys are the ones that make this happen. And it's just a way for us to say thank you. Because from the bottom of our hearts, man, you guys are incredible. And always remember that. But this is where I leave you guys at the end of the episode. We're heading off to season number 6. Hopefully I can do it by the time that last prediction. If not, leave those comments below on when you guys think this will get done. What are you thinking of the team that I've done so far? Get the discussion going. So guys, I will catch you on season number 6 for the Mariners. Coming up on that next episode of this one, but there'll be other episodes of other things, so stay tuned for those. Yeah, I'm done here, guys. As always, keep it twirling.